So, can you follow the ketogenic diet if you don't have a gallbladder? This is another very common question, okay? If you don't have a gallbladder, what does that mean? Well, it means that you had it removed for some medical reason and the problem never was actually addressed. The doctors just took it out. So that's thing one to think about, all right? So if the doctors just took out your gallbladder, then your bile is already thick, and it's still thick, okay? Most likely. So or you had an infection, but most commonly it's gallstones having to do with cholesterol, which is not moving through due to choline deficiencies and methylation issues and so on. But the gallbladder, what it does is it stores your bile. That's its function. Your liver will continue to make bile, absolutely, and it will just drip the bile out through the bile duct. Since you don't have this pouch anymore, your liver is going to produce the bile and it's going to go through the common bile duct with the bile and it's going to drop it right into your small intestine, okay? So you're just dropping the bile right in there. So if you're eating a little bit of fat and your liver is producing bile, then you should not have any problems. Now, if you have half a slab of butter and you have some goat cheese, and you're gonna have some issues. Yeah, you're gonna have some issues. So, because your gallbladder isn't functioning very well. And I will tell you right now, even if you do have a gallbladder, a lot of people's gallbladders aren't working very well. And a very simple test to look at is the GGT test. If the gamma glutamyl transferase, the GGT test that you order from your doctor, which you can get in a very inexpensive lab, if your GGT is elevated, or your ALT or AST, or your cholesterol is high, or your methylation isn't working very well, or your choline, your serum choline levels are low, or your glycine or your taurine, then you most likely are having very, very thick bile, and you're not getting it into the small intestine very well, and you're gonna have intolerance to fat. You are not gonna be absorbing it very well. You're gonna get gas, you're gonna get bloating, and you're gonna get diarrhea, or you're gonna get constipation. It can all vary depending, but diarrhea is a common one with too much fat. So what do you do here? Well, you can minimize the amount of fat that you're eating, and just because you're going keto doesn't mean you have to eat a bunch of fat. It just means that you eat more fat, okay? So to support your bile, you can take a supplement called ox bile. And ox bile, you can get different strengths. And I formulated this to have 250 milligrams of ox bile because 500 milligrams can be too strong and cause diarrhea and issues and burning in your small intestine. Only take ox bile when you are eating fat, okay? So if you are eating fat and you notice that you're having symptoms of that having to do with a sluggish gallbladder or lack of bile, then ox bile can be very, very useful and a game changer. If you have your gallbladder removed, and ever since you've had your gallbladder removed, then taking ox bile could also be a possible game changer for you. Now, SIBO is also associated with gallbladder issues and low bile because bile is a natural antimicrobial, and so taking something like ox bile can help reduce the microbes in the small intestine as well. So something else to consider. I did an amazing interview with Mike Mutzel. That's available if you type in Mike Mutzel, Dr. Lynch, SIBO, you can watch that video. Pro-Digestion Intensive is a comprehensive digestive formula that uses lipase as well, and lipase is a fat digesting enzyme, okay? So, and this is a chewable, so you can pop a capsule or two while you're having your meal, again, with meals, okay? Now, another thing that you can consider, if many of you struggle taking fish oil and you get that burping and the refluxing, you know, that from the fish oil, that's not fun, okay? And I've tried, I don't know how many brands of fish oil, tons of them. Some work very, very well for me. Others, I get the burping feel. Our fish oil contains lipase, so it has a built-in natural fat breakdown enzyme built in. So if you have a liver issue or a gallbladder issue, then consider optimal fish oil because it's got built-in lipase. Now, we do have a limited promotion going on currently. If you use the coupon code KETO, K-E-T-O, you can save 15% off all of our supplements at seekinghealth.com. Okay, again, the coupon code is KETO, keto, to save 15% off, and that expires, I think, Friday evening or Saturday evening, so very soon. So hopefully that supports you. Again, you can do the ketogenic diet without a gallbladder. You can eat moderate amounts of fat, most likely, most of you, but if you need more additional support, here you go. Otherwise, you can just reduce the amount of fat that you're eating per meal, but you also don't want to be eating all the time because that's going to keep your insulin up. So you definitely want to be able to try to eat more during your meals instead of snacking, because snacking is going to keep your insulin up and it's going to keep your blood sugars messed up.